Now, we're just a couple of weeks now from the April 1st budget deadline, and Governor Cuomo is planning to spend some of that time promoting his property tax rebate plan. He spoke at the Capitol on his plan just a couple of hours ago, and in the meantime, the governor has just released another re-election TV ad promoting his proposal. Joining us now is our political analyst, New York Post state editor Fred Dicker, to talk more about this. And Fred, how about it? Clearly the two are tied in together, but how effective can he be? Because I know there's a lot of skepticism about his idea.
Well, that's the $64 question, Liz. You're absolutely right. And the governor really has been pushing this hard for months. People at the Capitol today were wondering maybe he was pushing it extra hard today with both a government press conference and a political commercial in the wake of a very interesting and kind of scathing story in the Buffalo News today that looked at the governor's claim that all these little subsidiary local governments are really responsible for the high cost of government in New York. We've been hearing Governor Cuomo since he was Attorney General Cuomo talk about 10,500 or so subdivisions of local government out there and how wasteful they are. Well, when the Buffalo News took a look at them, a hard look, it found out that the figure is actually about 3,500 according to the U.S. Census Bureau. The state comptroller says it's about 3,800, nowhere near the 10,500 the governor claims. And then in addition, when you read the story and you see the reporter, Tom Precious, interviewing people at the local government level, it turns out many of these entities that are supposedly local government entities cost nothing at all. Bottom line, it doesn't appear that the governor's claim that if consolidation of a lot of local governments take place, it can save us a lot of money and cut property taxes. The real problem appears to be from the state level, and that is the governor and the legislature's refusal to cut mandates on these local governments that cost so much money because of state demands, not because of local spending.
I mean, you always hear that from people. They say, you know, why are they always trying to get rid of the little guy who bears little of the expense in terms of what the state is putting out on all these jobs, and not try and get rid of some of the bureaucracy from the top?
Liz, it's a classic case of the state passing the buck, when in fact we know, and we've known for years at the state level, that it's the state impositions on counties and cities and towns that really run up property taxes because so many special interests control those at the state level. The governor in a re-election year is trying to shift the blame and say it's all the local government's fault. Don't blame me, blame them. And now they, of course, are pointing the finger back at Albany. But getting support, I think, not only from the story in the Buffalo News, but a lot of independent observers out there will also agree that, in fact, it's at the state level, Governor Cuomo's level, and the legislature's level, where costs could be reduced. It's not the responsibility of the local governments.
All right, Fred, thank you very much.